Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 162. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch, so I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, do the things. If you're a returning friend, thank you so much for coming by to visit with us this week. Opie really wants to get down and run, but I wanted to show you something, and then I'll pop pictures at the end. But Opie went to a professional groomer for the first time ever. Usually I did his grooming, and he's so fluffy. The pictures will show up better at the end, but I wanted to show him, but he does not want to stick around. He wants to go be with the other dogs. So anyway, well, I'll explain. I just wanted to show him real quick. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the cross stitching. So as a reminder, if this is your first time ever here, there are links in the description box below for Happy Mail. We are entering a new month, so new Happy Mail will go out, and that's how I choose it. I just grab some addresses off my Happy Mail form. There's also other other couple links there for Buy Me a Coffee or a Ko-fi link, which helps with the shipping on prizes and the stamps and postage, those kind of things that I do on the channel. So that is that. Now it is kind of a gloomy looking day in here, so we're gonna do the best we can, but this is how we do it. So all right, so first of all, I want to do the segment that so many of you enjoy so much, and that is my featured friend. And this week it's Christy, and I'm gonna pop a picture in here. Christy stitched this Country Kitty sampler by the Twisted Willow Designs. She coffee tea dyed a 14 count piece of Ada herself, and then she framed this piece in an old frame that she found in a flea market. Christy, I love the frame that you chose on that. That is so precious. I just love it. And that's a new designer to me, so I'm going to be checking the Twisted Willow Stitch Designs, excuse me. I'll put the name here. I'll be checking that designer out too. So that was very exciting to see. So thank you very much for sharing. If you're someone that would like to have your stitching featured here, whether it's fully finished or just finished stitching or along the way, please send me an email at janetjabber@gmail.com. And we love this segment of this show. So whatever. Anyway, enough. I never know what to call this. All right. So I had some giveaways last time, so I'm going to show the winners of that here, and I will need you to get a hold of me at janetjabber@gmail.com. I had a couple of them. I believe I recognize the names that are on my Happy Mail form, but if you have not filled out my Happy Mail form, please email me with your information, and I will get that out as soon as possible. If you get a hold of me before Thursday, they'll get in the mail. If not, it'll be next week. But, let's tell you who the giveaways are. The number one from Val's Stuff is Michelle Barnett. Number two is another Val Stuff, and it's DANNA Ballard. Number three is another Val Stuff, and it is Cathy Mayfield. Number four is Rebecca, what is this? Oh, Holiday Hoopla, Halloween, with Dye Needle. This is Rebecca Rebecca Visnicky. I'm probably messing that up. Number five is a Stony Creek, and it is Cindy FLINCHBAUGH. And number six is, and I know I'll mess this up, so Jackie, I think it's Jackie AS, but I'm not sure. So again, I always put the names across the bottom. So again, if you are the winner of any of those, please get a hold of me so that I can get those sent out as soon as possible. So that is that. Let's jump into the stitching. This is going to be a really short one. I only have a small window to do this today, and I'm trying not to sound rushed. But what did I stitch on this week? My whips, works in progress. My first one that I always show you is my Autumn Queen. My Autumn Queen is stitched on Color & Cotton Sparrow, 28 count. And I have been doing prep for the upcoming event that I'll talk about in my plan section, but this is where my fall one is. So what I have done this time is filling in this section right here. So all of this in here, the white in this, and the white over here, like I said the last time, needs my whisper added to it. So I was kind of prepping that for an event I've got going, so that I'm going to. So there is my queen. My next piece was a fail for me for getting completed this week, but I'm giving myself the grace that you know I do. So this is, I'm gonna pop a picture in here. This is Costume Party by Hands On Design. It was available, I think you can get it as a digital download now. I was hoping to get this done for the week of Halloween. I did not. I will focus on this for this week to try to get this, not have it as a lingering whip. So that was a start. That's what I started on it. And now Opie's decided to come join us. Hey, Opie. All right, my next one is finished for now. I stitched this with my friend Chrissy, and we are stitching Under the Sea by Frosted Pumpkin. This is on a 16 count Through the Stones by Bestitch Me, and this is where it is at. The segment that released for the month of October was these sea otters and this little boy and a couple of these little fishies. Some of these fishies were already here, so this section here, like that. But those little sea otters are, or those little sea otters, not sea otters, the sea turtles. Those little sea turtles are so cute. So cute. Now he wants to be a ham with us. My next piece that I stitched on, I usually call it one thread a day, but I actually had a hyper focus for the month of October to get the 3 houses done. I'm talking to you about Haunted House Road by Little Stitch Girl. And I stitched this on 32 count Vintage Stormy Night Lugana, and I succeeded. All 3 houses are done. Yes, I will be putting this away, and I'm okay with that. There's still a lot to be done on this, but I got a huge section, so I think next year I could see that as a finish if I focus on it during the month of October. I like to do seasonal stitching. I'm sure you know that if you've paid attention on here. Or if you're new, I like to stitch in the season, not ahead. And sometimes at this time of the year I get off. So anyway, another thing that I do every single week is Mill Hill Monday, and I am stitching on Autumn Gold. I love this little, oh, I love it. And this is where I got to add on it. So another color complete on it. And I'm just filling in that sunflower. I love it. I love it so much. Another one is a finish for now kind of thing, but it's an ongoing whip. So this is my Halloween calendar by Tiny Modernist. And this is stitched on 18 count Dirty Chalkboard by Bestitch Me. And number 12 is done. So I'm super excited about that. I'll be moving on to 13. I will continue on that on my Wicked Wednesday. That's what I stitch on. My next one that I have is Festive Friday. This is a goal to have this one done in the month of November. So this is Pledge of Allegiance. So I'm doing patriotic for right now. And it is stitched on a piece of 32 count. I don't know why I always pause at that. 32 count Earl Grey by Grace Notes Fabrics. And I am happy with where I got. I feel like I got the E done here and more border work done. I did border this way, or maybe I just did it this way. I don't know. You probably know if you recognize. Yes, I'm sure I'll finish up the word America this week and the border and maybe get some back stitching in. So that one's coming along, and hopefully that'll be. And that's it. That's all my stitching that I have for this week. There was a lot going on. So I feel like I still got good stitching done, but there was still just so much going on. All right, so what else do I have going on? WIPCO numbers got called, and the numbers that got pulled are numbers that I was hoping would get pulled in December. It's not that big of a deal, but we're so close, I'm swapping them. The numbers that I should be working on in December, I'm working on in November, and vice versa. And part of that was because I didn't really feel, I've watched a few whip parades recently where people have like said, I don't feel the love for this stitch anymore or whatever. So one of those was going to be in December, and I just didn't want to be focusing on that in December. So I was like, let me just switch both of them and do this. So that's what I'm doing. So one of the numbers that one of the projects that I'm going to be working on, which I'll work on for 5 days, and I don't know if I want to keep it as a whip or not, is Maps of Hawk Run Hollow. And I think I know, when I got it out to prep for you guys right now, why I am not sure if I want to keep it. So I'm definitely, it's not like, I am right here on whether I'm keeping it. So I'm going to stitch on it for its 5 days. I'm not going to give up on it yet. It's stitched on a piece of 20 count Vintage Country Mocha. And this is where I'm at on it. I think the reason that I have been like slugging on it and going is because all I have been stitching on is the hawk. Sorry, is the hawk. And I still have a tiny bit here on his wing to finish up, and then this part, and the hawk's done. So I think when I focus on it, I do my 5 days in the month of November, I am going to finish the hawk, but then I'm going to come over here and start popping some colors in, and I think that may let me re-fall in love with it, having some colors on it. But yeah, so that is one of my whip goes that I'm doing. And my second whip go that I will be doing in the month of November is Beautiful Things. I think that's what it's called. Beautiful Things by Lindy Stitchy. And this is what the pattern will look like. It is stitched on a piece of 18 count solo dyed by Silk Weaver. So in other words, I can't get it again. This is where I'm currently at on it. And you can barely see, but the chest area of the bird is done. So I will definitely be working on the bird some more. And then we'll see which direction I go after the bird, whether I'll work on flowers or whether I will start tackling the border and flowers at the same time. I don't know. But I definitely, plan A is to finish the bird on that. So I keep looking at my stitching instead of looking at the camera right there on that piece. It's so beautiful, and I love the cinema of that so much. So that is kind of plans. Plans also entail the fact that I have a retreat coming up this weekend. It's a very small retreat over in Ohio, Stitching in the Springs. My sister and I are traveling together. I'm meeting a few other floss tubers that I've been chit-chatting with, and some of the Cincinnati gang that I have met in Stitch Away. So I look forward to getting that. I've been so busy with wedding and baby showers and Halloween that I am going to enjoy my breakaway and just go stitch with like-minded people. So I'm excited about that. I do not want to remiss in the fact that I got a piece of Happy Mail. I just looked down and realized I jumped into retreat and I hadn't done my Happy Mail. I got a piece of Happy Mail from someone on here named Vicky, that she had won a chart and she wanted to send me a thank you. Look at this beautiful card. She didn't just send me a card though, Vicky. This was more than enough. You didn't even need to do that. But she sent me a Christmas ornament. I love it. I love the size of it. This is kind of what I envisioned for my Halloween calendar, the little ones. Except it won't be hanging. I'm going to put a magnet or a washer and switch it out on it. It's in my brain. I know what I'm wanting. I got to get there. Got to finish it first. I'm only on 13. But thank you so much, Vicky. This is gorgeous, and I look forward to hanging that on my Christmas tree. So that was my Happy Mail I got out of order. So again, anyway, I pack up on Thursday, but I don't leave till Friday morning for my treat. It's just a Friday, Saturday, leave back to head home on Sunday. So a quick little trip. It's only like 2.5 hours away from me. So, there's that. So that's it as far as stitching goes. Plans would be just to this week. I don't know. I didn't even get my small that I try to get done every single week. I didn't get that done. So, that'll need to be finished up. And it's down to fill in. So I was just like, take it to retreat. You can, fill in at a retreat. So there is that. So, now I'm going to go on to personal. So if you are not here for the personal, then this is your time to step out. But, as far as personal, again, back to Opie, I'm going to show right here his before and his after picture. He was so cute and so handsome when he came back to me, and definitely I will be taking him to the groomers, on the regular now. Well, she told me that he only needs to come like every 2 months, but it definitely helped his undercoat, and he was a little perky. So that was kind of cool. And then we had our big Halloween weekend. So this was my husband's haunted house. This year he had about 1,400 kids that came through. So it was a success. It was a change of location. So his numbers were a little lower. The weather was perfect for it. But I think that's just one of those things, because we changed the location. People just have to, I don't know. He still loves doing it. He gets very, very tired, and he says, I think I'm too old for this, but he can't stop doing it. So I'm going to pop a few pictures in here of things that were at the haunted house. I only went through it one time at the very end because I worked a candy station passing out candy to all the kids as they came through. So it's very fun and it's very community. We try to have it community oriented. So there were probably about 5 or 6 stations giving out candy. The haunted house was there, and at the very end of it, there was a food shack to where you could buy a little snack pack and head on your way. And that's how there was a donations bucket there too. So that's how it lets us feed back in too. But anyway, all that to say, it was a wonderful, busy weekend that flew by, and it is what it is. So we move on to the next thing. So the next thing for me is baby shower, and I have a cookie icing class this week. But I did some of that with my girlfriends on Sunday to get going. So we made all the cookies for Lizzie's baby shower and froze them, and we will get together a few days before and we will decorate them with royal icing. So I'm always loving new adventures, and I don't know, I just can't stop right now. People are like, Janet, can't you stay on one thing? No, I have always been the person that has said to anyone, if you learn a skill, they can't take it away from you. It's just how it's just a saying I've always had. If you learn a skill, they can't take it away from you. I also say, if you don't use it, you lose it. So hence the reason I need to relearn how to do my crochet and stuff. But enough. I'm rambling here. I love you guys. I love these visits so much. And sometimes I just don't want to go. I am sorry, this is a super quickie this time, a short video. I have a few errands to get done before I run to work. So yeah. So I love you. I will be back to tell you all about my retreat and my stitching next week. So I will see you soon, and my cookie making. So keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.